Okay, here's how you create Boolean intersections. Okay, we'll open up Bryce. Okay, I'm going to start with a cube, and let's give it a let's make it larger here. And we'll use another cube here. Okay, so you can see you have two cubes joining there. One is connected to the other here. And let's move the cube a little bit to the outside here. Now the smaller cube on top is going to cut into the other, or cut out of the other, I guess. Okay. So now you can see that they're joined, but one's sticking out from the other. Okay. So what you do is you go to A here for attributes, and you're going to select negative here, check negative, click there, and then the check mark, and you'll see it'll become kind of a dotted line there. Okay, now we select the other object, attributes again, or the A, and make that positive under attributes, or A. Check that, check mark, and now what you're going to do is select both objects together, and you're going to group them together, so G for group, and now you should see one object disappear, but it'll also be cutting out of the other object as well. Okay, so let's look at it from an angle here. And yeah, you can see the negative object disappears, but it also takes some of the positive with it. That's how you create a Boolean intersection for this assignment. Okay. Alright, I want to show you something else that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to ungroup them here. And what I'm going to do is give each a texture. Now, watch what happens when you give the negative object a texture and the positive object. Okay? So I'm going to assign a different color texture to each. So just a couple of simple solid color textures will demonstrate this well. Okay, and then on the positive object, let's give that maybe a complement. Let's do a green there. Okay, so you have a green and a red object. Now watch what happens when they intersect and you do the Boolean intersection. Select both objects. Again, you want to group them again. And then when you render it, notice that the object's texture is still there, but it's still cutting into the other object. So you can create two different textures there. You can create like an inner texture, which I think is kind of neat. You may want to experiment with that in your project there. So that's how you do a Boolean intersection. One object's positive and the other object is negative. Then you group them together and new interesting shapes emerge.